written also in the fleshly tables of our heart. No country can be permanently free unless the love of freedom is ingrained in the very souls of its people. Folks, be it observed, and moreover, that the love of this freedom involves a hatred of something else. It involves the hatred of restraint, the hatred of governmental interference, the hatred of inquisitorial measures of all kinds, the hatred of any undue interference with the privacy of the individual citizens or individual families. The profound conviction that government, though necessary, is a necessary evil that is not intended to produce blessedness or happiness, but intended to prevent blessedness or happiness from being interfered with by wicked men. I think it can be said that no people are fit to govern itself if it does not dislike being governed. Now that healthy aversion of being governed, formerly so strong in the American people, is gradually being lost. No interference is resented today. No menace to the family life, no government monopoly, if only it be thought to confer physical benefits. In conclusion, and in closing, I do not think we ought to deceive ourselves about this matter. We are witnessing today in America the decay of free institutions, and that decay is proceeding quickly in a well-worn track which follows, for example, when the Roman Republic gave place to the Roman Empire some 2,000 years ago. Now I'm going to close right now to open up for any question and answer period. I understand that they wanted me to do that according to my notes, if that's okay. Is that right? So I left some time for that, and I know I'm opening myself up for some stuff, so if I don't have any answers, I'll hide. Yes, sir.
Senator Folmer, I had the pleasure of meeting with you in the fall of 2009 to discuss creating agri-industry in Pennsylvania through letting our farmers grow hemp.
Yes.
I did meet with Senator Brubaker in February, the part of law enforcement. They're still concerned, continue to educate what you're doing, but I feel that there's a lot of pressure that we've got to create industry as soon as possible before the devaluation of the dollar goes any further through the next 2 years. What else could you do as a senator? Because you're always putting out resolutions, whether it's a Providia or something of that nature. How can we put forth a resolution as they did in 1688 where the General Assembly encouraged farmers to grow hemp for industry in the Commonwealth at the time? Where could you pick up that banner and say, here's an opportunity, but farmers need that choice. We don't have to mandate it.
Well, that's a very good question, and I would be honored to do that resolution. But I'm not going to depress you here. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. Unless leadership likes it, it will get buried, quite frankly. Give me an example of that, not on the same subject. I have a Taxpayer Protection Act, all right, which is basically a taxpayer bill of rights. I have 30 co-sponsors. 30 co-sponsors. I only need 26 to get it out of the Senate and spare it.
Congressman Paul has the same thing with the Fed and also House Resolution 1866, which has the industrial impact.
Sure, and I
Brubaker refers to, well, it's a federal issue too, but it's stuck, but we have to draw the line here and say, this is right. I mean, we're Second Amendment, the healthcare issue, the states are drawing the line.
We could discuss it again and we could try to push it forward, but we're going to have to, it's got to be in the grassroots arena, folks. I mean, we're going to have to put the pressure on the leadership with as many phone calls as you possibly can do, emails and letters, because I'm not the only one. And I'm not trying to make an excuse, but it's just the way that is. And sometimes when something gets a little controversial, God forbid that we'd actually vote on something tough rather than renaming a bridge. That would be quite amazing. But that's what needs to be done, plain and simple. I mean, it's going to take a real grassroots effort. I agree with you.
We had the joke about what you were smoking earlier when you were running. I was like, oh.
And that's why I saw you, and I figured, what were you smoking? So. Yes, sir. Sure.
I find myself in the position of having to debunk a lot of excuses that people hand me for continuing to go to great conference.
Yes.
So my first question is, what was your obligation for making excuses?
Well, to answer that real quickly, I started out, I grew up in a wholesale produce business. I was a produce broker before I sold tires, but I got known as the tire salesman who defeated the Senate Majority Leader.
I wanted to make sure that was the answer, because my next question, the last one would be, may I use that information to debunk the excuse that people give me? May I use that?
You certainly may, and here's another thing, because I was told that all the time. When I was campaigning, I would go door to door, and because I didn't have a lot of finances, we knocked on over 26,000 doors in that campaign. And I wore out 3 pairs of shoes and lost 30-some pounds, which is a great weight loss program, folks. I'm telling you. It is. It's an outstanding weight loss program. It's better than that. I should actually sell that. I could probably make money, and then I could move to New Zealand. But anyway, I would go door to door, and they would come out and they go, well, Mike, you know, we're really disgusted with Senator Bright, but we're really ticked off. We're tired of this. But you know what? He brings back the money. And so I said, would you do me a favor? I said, do you have a $10 bill in your purse or in your wallet, whoever answered the door? Sure. I said, would you play along with me a little bit? So I said, here's what I want you to do. I said, pretend I'm the government, and that $10 is your taxes, and you're giving me $10. You're giving me that $10 with one hand. So they give me the $10. And I always had a dollar bill with me. I said, and now, for that $10, I'm going to give you $1 back. But before I do that, I want you to thank me so much. I want you to say that I'm the greatest guy in the world. All right? It can happen. It does happen, but it only happens, as far as to beat this stuff that we were talking about here, is when the people are awake. You see, the common denominator in that race, and not to elongate my answer, but was the equalizer, I should say, was the pay raise. I mean, in all honesty, but that pay raise riled people up. So when the people are awake, things can change. That's what I'm saying. Next question. Yes, sir.
So, Folmer, I wonder if you tell me a little bit about the Senate Bill 252 to reform the election code in Pennsylvania, which my own senator, State Senator Mary Jo White, is also sponsored.
Yes. I just got to get Chuck McElhenney, first of all, to pull it out of the state government committee. I mean, that man doesn't do anything. I'm not pulling any punches here any longer. I mean, I've tried to build a coalition, and I tried to be the nice guy, but plain and simple. Folks, 252 is this. It's called the Voters' Choice Act. And plain and simple, here's what it does. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen. It's common sense. If a Republican or Democrat to get on a statewide ballot needs 2,000 signatures, why shouldn't an independent or third-party candidate have that? That is the bottom line. Now, I am told that, well, Senator Folmer, you're going to have ballot clutter. Well, God forbid that people would go to the poll and actually have to think before they vote. I mean, really think about it. Wouldn't that be something that you would actually have choices rather than just whatever? I mean, seriously. We wouldn't want to think in the polls when we go to the ballot. Folks, that's one of my favorite bills. I'm not saying it because I'm with you, folks. It's one of I believe in it. I got to get it out of state government. But again, you know, they play their games at the top. So when you're in leadership and they're working out the budget process and they're deciding, you know, okay, what bills we're going to be pushing for and what bills are important to you, and whoever has a tougher election in their districts, they're going to try to make that person look a little better, and they're going to push those and things of that nature. Those are the games that are actually being played. And I'm pushing for it really hard like I do in every one of my bills. I wish it was law. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It just is common sense. Delaware does it, and it works just fine down there. So.